welcome to FM1 Spotlight. You got me, Erika, on deck today, and I'm very excited to introduce our artist, so let's get down to it. We got Norwegian Filipino singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist who's made incredible hits like Chicken Tendies and Drowned with Martin Garrix. He's here with us right now at FM1 to talk about his newest single, which, by the way, is at number 12 right now on Spotify Philippines Top 200 charts. Thanks to you guys. Called I Guess I'm in Love. Ladies and gents, it's all please welcome the one and only Clinton Kane. What's up, Clinton?
Hello. I love the energy. It's great.
The weather has been really beautiful, so of course it has to reflect on my energy
today.
That's
amazing. I love it. Thank you for having me. My honor to be here. Yes, I love being here.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for spending time with us today, Clinton, because you have tons of fans here in the Philippines. And I think it also helps that you are half Filipino. And by the way, can I just say, just a commercial, are Vikings, because I'm also Scandinavian myself, but I'm Danish. And I understand that you are Norwegian, right?
Are you half Danish, half Filipino?
Guten
or are you
Tag,
full on
Guten
Danish?
Tag.
Where do your parents live? Are you I don't know how to ask, or do you?
My mom lives here in the Philippines and my dad is all the way in Denmark. So I go to visit my dad every year. Yeah. And then I do have a half sister there as well.
Do you have two passports as well?
I do have an EU passport. So it's easier for me to just go around,
great. Yeah,
I know.
Oh my God. I don't think if you just had one passport, a Filipino passport, you wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Yeah, you'd have to constantly apply for visas, which is actually pretty tough. And, it takes like a lot of time to plan. And you really have to plan out your itinerary whenever you travel. So first things first, here's my first question for you. I want to congratulate you, by the way, on the release of your newest single called I Guess I'm in Love. So how is this any different from all of the love songs that you've written in the past?
How many love songs? I haven't written a lot of love songs in the past. How is this different? This one's real. This one's as real as it gets, deep to the core, looking at a person and that person being your whole world. I think the only other love song that I wrote was called I Don't Want to Watch the World End with Someone Else. But that was more of like it's a pandemic and I'm lonely and and my feelings were more than what it is because I'm a hopeless romantic and I'm very confused with my feelings all the time. Am I lonely or am I in love? Am I bored or am I in love? But this one's real. This one is as real as it gets, the real feeling of, being in love and immersing yourself in someone else and having that person.
I see. And I'm assuming that you're taking it from, like your current experience right now. Are you in love right now, Clinton?
No.
How can you write a song about being in love when you aren't in love?
I am in love with life.
With life. I knew it.
It's uncertainties.
That's good enough though. And when you release the song, I believe that you've mentioned on your social media that, you're finally done and free from all this toxicity, which I'm assuming, inspired the title of your upcoming tour called I'm Not Toxic, I Swear. So can you please, which is so relevant, by the way. So can you please take us back to that time in your life when you just felt toxic, when you felt that toxicity that you were talking about? And how did this affect or inspire the songs that you wrote back then?
The thing is, growing up, I mean, when you haven't been in a lot of relationships, you don't really know what is toxic and what's love or what is good and what's bad. Like it's like being in a relationship. It's like a thing that you have to be in to be able to experience, to be able to know what you want, what you don't want, what's right for you and what's wrong. So, I mean, growing up, I went through, how many relationships did I go through? I went through 4 relationships, and only after 4 was I like, only the fifth relationship was when I knew and when I thought, wow, this isn't toxic. This is finally a healthy relationship where someone actually cares and someone is actually good for me and someone is actually loving me. But yeah, it was, being in toxic relationships, it's not great. It's not a fun time. The thing is, you don't really know it when you're in it. And, you have to talk to a therapist, which I didn't do before, but now I do. I need to have therapy all the time.
Yeah.
But, back then I used to write a lot about toxic relationships. All of my songs, Fix to Break It, all that, everything was about toxic relationship because I didn't really know what I wanted. And then now we come to this song, and now it's pure love. You know what I mean? And also that the name of the tour, I'm Not Toxic, I Swear. I mean, that was all that was really a joke. Like it was like an inside joke with like everyone who follows me and my family and everything. It was just really funny. I had to do it. I'm actually really thinking about naming my album I'm Not Toxic, I Swear, but I don't know.
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, because I was gonna ask, like, when you named this tour, I'm Not Toxic, I Swear, were you really referring to yourself? Like, would you say that you were
Yeah.
a toxic person before in those relationships that you've mentioned?
I mean,
Come on, we've all been there. I've also,
no,
admittedly, I
no.
have been toxic also before.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, yes. I mean, I feel like everyone has toxic tendencies.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, there are a lot of points in those relationships where I would do something toxic, and there's like a fine line between toxic and not really. Been it's very hard to, think about, but I definitely was at some points in my life and some points in some relationships, for sure.
For sure.
But
Okay.
I'm not
So
toxic, I swear.
yeah. Good punchline.
No worries.
Okay. So when was that turning point where you realized that, I really have to stop, like writing songs. I don't want to write songs about being toxic anymore, about all this BS. Like I have to move forward from this already. When was that turning point? When did you realize that?
I don't think there's a turning point. The thing is, I write things based on how I feel. So here's a little secret. If I do get into a toxic relationship in the future, you're definitely going to get a lot of toxic songs. That's for sure. I don't think I've
No,
really
no.
stopped. The thing is, I've stopped myself personally because I know what's toxic and what, like when I get into something, if I ever do, I know like when there's a point where I'm like, this is toxic. I don't want to do this right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I get into another toxic relationship anytime soon. Hopefully not. But I
Hopefully
definitely
not.
haven't stopped myself from writing things like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right. And okay, so let's jump into your songwriting process, because we all know that you're such a brilliant songwriter, Clinton. I
Thank
know
you.
it. We all know it. I don't know if you're going to admit that you know it, but I'm pretty sure you already know it. So
I don't
I'm
know.
curious to know what your process is like when you make a song. Is it usually the topic that comes to you first, or is it the lyrics, or is it the melody? And then you kind of just sort of make your way around that.
Um, for me, it there's not a lot of thinking that comes to it when I start writing a song. So I mean, how it goes is usually I pick up an instrument, either like a piano or a guitar, and I play some chords. And when I find chords that I'm like, oh wow, this makes me feel something, some sort of thing. This makes me want to either cry or dance or something. So then I stick with that, and then I keep playing it for a little bit, and then I start thinking melodies in my head. I start humming it. I turn my voice recorder on, and then something like that. And then I just keep doing it for a little bit, humming the melodies, and then words start coming out of my mouth for some reason. Like words just come out of my mouth, and at first it doesn't make sense, but then when I write it down after like 10-15 minutes, I'm like, this is exactly what I'm feeling right now. This is exactly what just happened a month ago. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
pretty natural for me, and it's very like it's hard for me to explain until you actually see it. Like, so you should definitely you should come when I write sometime. We should. Do you do music?
No, I don't. I wish I could though. The most that I
Don't
could do
lie.
is
You're
probably
Filipino.
just sing in
You
the shower.
no, you say that, but you're half Filipino, so you can sing, Erica. Don't lie to me right now. But yes, that's
Because we all love karaoke, right?
yeah. Without a, oh, I love karaoke. Oh my
Me
god.
too. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. Okay. And what is your bias aside, what is your most favorite line that you've ever written where you were just like, oh my God, this is it. Like, I'm a genius. I'm a genius for writing this. That Instagram
Um,
worthy caption, your most favorite lyrics.
my most favorite lyric.
I know it's pretty hard,
Um,
but
I think the thing that comes closest to it is from Fix It to Break It. It was that Toxic X song, and it's sick of me reminding you to love me like you say you do. That's my favorite line I've probably written.
okay. Wait, I have a question, by the way. So, um, because I understand that you've written songs about your exes, right? Was there any like one ex who ever came up to you and said, dude, like delete that song. Like this is so embarrassing for me. Everybody's gonna know that it's about me. Has there ever been like
No.
no? Okay.
No, because I keep my relationships private. So
Okay.
nobody on my side, like, people who follow me and everyone, nobody really knows except probably, I mean, the people who only know, I mean, Fix to Break It. I mean, the people who only knew were like her friends and my friends, but then it doesn't really matter because no one really like, they don't talk to each other's groups and everything. But no one has been like that. If they were like that, I would be like, you know what? You can just go away. Because I'm making money. Don't talk to me right now. You're the one who hurt me. So this is, I mean, here's the thing. You start dating a musician, you have to know what you signed up for. Like, come on, you break my heart. I am going to make money off of my heartbreak. That's what it is. True.
And go get your bag. I mean, go get your bag, Clinton. Okay, so my last question for you is about the quarantine, because as an artist, creatively speaking, how has been in isolation affected you as a creative?
As a creative, at the start, it was definitely really hard, but the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, it really helped me. It really did help mature my work ethic, and it helped mature my drive to be a better musician. I mean, here's the thing. I had time to write so many songs. I have 2 albums worth of songs done. And then it helped me, because it really helped fix my work ethic. Because, before, back then, it was like, you release a song and you could go out into the world and party and sing it and all that stuff. But this one had to take like constant devotion, because I was stuck because you're stuck in a house and you're unable to show the songs to people in real life. So then you have to work so hard to be able to be heard on social media. So that's what I had to do. And I learned that throughout this quarantine, and it really did help me. I'm not going to lie. So at the start it was heavy and hard, but then, it's, it helped me a lot, honestly. So how's quarantine over there in the Philippines? You're in the Philippines right now?
Well, we're back in lockdown, actually.
Oh God.
The cases are going high. How is it over there in the UK? Are you in the UK right now?
No, I'm in Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I've been hearing a lot of stuff in America. Apparently the cases are also going
up. Yeah. I mean, we just had a mask mandate and everything, but
oh my goodness.
Everyone seems to be going out we don't have a lockdown. Hopefully not. That doesn't happen. But...
Hopefully not. I mean, who knows?
Oh,
I mean, this variant, we can never tell with COVID-19. You know what I mean? Like the variant just.
I hate it. I can't do it anymore.
It's a never ending thing. I
need to go to the Philippines. Like I was talking to my manager about it, and I was like, I need to go and play a show. I just need to go.
So many people here want to listen to you live, Clay. Like you have no idea how many fans are dying to see you here. So you have to, once everything is clear.
Without a doubt.
Give me your manager's number. I'm gonna talk to him personally.
Go for it. I'll send it to you.
I'm just kidding. Okay, well, before we end the show, Clinton, I always do this with all of my guests, right? I have a segment called Fast Talk. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but I'm going to ask you like really random questions, and all you have to do is just answer it as fast and as honestly as possible. And I'm going to keep it PG-13.
I'm going to try. I'm not very good with being on the spot, so I'll try my hardest. Go for it.
Okay. Your dream collaboration.
Ed Sheeran.
Okay. One thing you wish you could unsee.
My girlfriend cheating on me.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Craziest thing a fan did for you.
In a bad way or a good way?
Either. Up to you.
A fan once followed me into my apartment complex and videoed me the whole time. It was really weird, but yeah, it's funny.
Pretty effed up. Yeah. Your favorite Filipino food?
Sinigang.
Good choice. If you had a warning label, what would your warning label say?
He's toxic.
You're really pushing this whole toxicity aura. No?
It's working. Marketing. It's really working.
That's true. Okay, my last question. Your pet peeve.
Loud chewers.
Loud chewers? What's
like
that?
People who like chew with their mouth open and it's so loud and so annoying.
Oh, Oh, okay. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, hate
I
that.
think my
hate that
pet
shit.
peeve, my pet peeve would have to be people who only have to go like one floor up and they have to take the elevator. Like, dude, just take the stairs. That is my ultimate pet. Don't
You're
tell me
gonna
you're one of
hate me
those
because
people,
I do
Clinton.
that.
No.
I
I hate
mean,
it with a
why
burning
take the
passion.
stairs where there's a elevator right there? Like, what am I just?
Come on, don't be lazy, Clinton.
How is that a pet peeve? By the way, what?
Because it's just one floor up or one floor down, and you just have to waste like 10 seconds of everybody's time just for you to take the elevator.
Who's everybody? Who's everybody though?
Everybody in the elevator.
It's not 10. I mean, it's just 10. Okay, I understand. But I will still continue to take the elevator, even if it's just one stair.
Still continue to piss
I'm gonna
people
keep.
off.
I'm gonna do when we meet each other. I'm literally going to plan everything out, and we're gonna go, and I'm gonna take. I have to go to one elevator, and I'm gonna take the first floor, and it's gonna be
Really?
great. It's gonna be a
Okay,
great
then
time.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna chew loudly when I eat sinigang with you.
Try me.
All right. That was really fun. Okay, before we wrap things up, Clinton, do you have any last words for all of your fans watching right now?
I love you guys so much. Genuinely, I mean this with my whole heart. I know everyone says they love you. I actually love you. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you guys. And yeah, love you guys so much.
Yeah, let's make that happen. Okay, well, there you have it, ladies and gents. That was Clinton Kane. Again, thank you so much, Clinton, for hanging out with us today. You can catch I Guess I'm in Love on streaming platforms out right now. And while you're at it, show some love for us online as well at Republika FM1 Manila too. This has been FM1 Spotlight, brought to you by radio stations under the Philippine Broadcasting Service, Republika FM1, FM1 Davao, Capital FM2, RP1, and RP2. Once again, this is Erika, and I'll catch you guys on the airwaves. Stay safe. Bye.
Shout out to Team Manila, available online through dailygrindstore.com, Team Manila Shopee, and Lazada stores.
Microphones on and camera set. We've heard their sound, and now it's time for us to ask around. FM1 Spotlight on Republicast, exclusively on FM1.